Good evening. Welcome to Ringer Sports Studio. Today is a Thursday, October the 17th. I'm Ringer Senior, and I'm here with
Ringer Junior.
and we are broadcasting our third live YouTube video for this week. Father-son duo at Ringer Sports Studio talking about Major League Sports, Major League Baseball playoffs, NFL, college, you name it. We talk about it. Sides, totals, props, anything that we like, we're going to share in our video. So if you hadn't had an opportunity to check us out, please do so. You can like our videos and or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, Ringer Sports Studio, or you can find us at Colin Ring 12 as well, where we post most of our video pics and or some Twitter posts with some things that we actually like. So we're going to go ahead and give you a quick recap for yesterday. It wasn't good. One of those really tough days. We've had a couple of those tough days, and we've had some really good ones. So we actually finished a whopping 2-7 last night, which was not good at all. We had a combination of Major League Baseball picks, a couple college picks. We had some really good lines on some college outlooks in the Western Kentucky game with Sam Houston. We had over the total of 55. It was sitting at 31 in the first half, and Sam Houston got shut out in the second half. Western Kentucky defense picked it up. We also had a two-game parlay of their team totals over 20. Sam Houston had missed 2 field goals, had a bunch of turnovers, had a chance to score late, threw an interception just to get up and over 20 points. Didn't happen either. So it wasn't our luck. But the good news is the most important play of the night was our 5% play, and that 5% play did come in. So we are now 19-5 on our 5% play. So if you saw our video last night, you've seen our 5% play was on the FIU and UTEP game over. What was it, 50.5, I believe, or 40? Sorry, 47.5. Yeah. 47.5 in that game went up and over the total. So we're 19-5, 79% on our 5% plays. So 19-5 over our last 24 5% plays. Those ones that have been money, they're cashing. We're super hot on those, and we're very selective moving forward on which games we like on our 5% play. So before we get into our picks tonight, which is a very light evening for us tonight, I'm letting you know that we most likely won't be posting our Saturday and or Sunday videos this week due to a weekend basketball tournament that we'll be away at. And Ringer Junior also will be playing in his own provincial basketball jamboree as well. So we will have our picks posted on Twitter for sure. So again, if you have tuned in and you do like our picks, we'll most likely have at least one 5%er on Saturday and another 5% at least on Sunday, maybe more depending on what we like. And we still got tomorrow nights for you to look at some college football and also Major League Baseball action as well. So again, check us out, Ringer Sports Studio. All right, let's jump into the action. We're looking at tonight's Thursday night football game. I'm not sure if I'll even tune into this game because it's two teams that I'm not really interested in watching. We've got the Denver Broncos heading to the New Orleans Saints. Both teams are really battered up on both sides of the fence. Olave's out. Surtain's out for Denver. Obviously, Carr's out for the Saints as well. So very interesting game here. The line's moved a couple different times. Last I checked, it's moved up to as high as -3 for Denver as a road favorite here. Heading to the Saints. Saints started out 2-0, and they've lost 4 in a row. And then Denver started out with a slow start, and they've been doing quite well as well with Bo Nix getting used to that offense and Peyton. Biggest thing that I see tonight is Peyton heading back to the New Orleans Saints as a coach for the opposite team. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. I don't like anything in this game other than one small prop that I'll share, but I'm going to let Ringer Jr. take it over and give us his picks.
In this game, I got 2 picks in the same guy. I do see Kamara getting a couple check down passes this game, and look at the over 4.5 receptions. The Saints have nobody with no Shaheed and Olave. I do see a lot of check down passes being thrown to Kamara. He has gotten this in his last 3 games, 5, 6, 7, and I mean they just got nobody to throw to. I do see Kamara probably have 5 or 6 checkdowns and getting over this 4.5 receptions total. I'm going to take that as a 3% play. And my other one is Kamara to score a touchdown. If they're going to score a touchdown and they get on the goal line, Kamara is going to get the ball 3 or 4 times. So I do think that Kamara will also score a touchdown in this game as a 3% play.
Ooh, 3%er, yeah, those anytime touchdown props are always sketchy, but you're right. Saints really don't have anything crazy from an offensive power perspective, except for Kamara. He's going to get a lot of touches. 4.5 is a good pick. Touchdown's a good pick. So I guess we'll see. It's the total's sitting at 37. It's a low total. I guess it really depends which New Orleans team is going to show up. I'm looking at 2 props. Very high level. Read a lot about these, and pretty much stole these picks from other handicappers from what I saw today, because I really don't like this game at all, sides or totals. To be quite honest, I'm not sure which team's going to show up tonight. So I like Juwan Johnson over 2.5 receptions as a 3. Actually, only as a 3% play. The number's pretty juiced. I got this at 2 different spots at 2.5 receptions, only laying minus 140. So it is juiced. He's had, I think last week he had all 3 catches passed to him. The week before he had 5 catches that he caught on all of them. Check down passes again that aren't going to go to Kamara, going to go to the tight end across the middle. 5% or 5-yard little check down, quick passes on 3rd down and short and things like that, which I think he'll probably get up and over. I actually see him getting around 4, maybe 5 catches, at least 4, getting an easy over 2.5 here as a 3% play. And my other pick that I'm looking at here is quarterback for New Orleans Saints, Spencer Rattler. Rattler. I'm looking at over his rushing yards. It was at 17.5. It's moved up to 22.5. And I'm going to look at this as a 3% play. Denver's defense is quite stout, pretty solid. I think they're going to close the pocket. He's going to have to get off to a running start. I believe he had 5 or 6 rushes last week. One was for 16 yards. So I do think if he has to run the ball in panic mode, get 7 or 8 rushes, he should be able to get up and easily over this total. Especially if he gets a 10 or 12 yard rush on, third and long or something like that. So give me that as a 3% play. So Juwan Johnson over 2.5 receptions, 3%, and Rattler over 22.5 rushing yards as the QB for the New Orleans Saints. That's all we have for action in Thursday Night Football. So we're going to shift gears over to Major League Baseball. Obviously, the first game has already started with the Yankees and Cleveland Indians. We didn't get a chance to get our post up. We actually did like under 7, thinking it was going to be a much tighter game with Schmidt on the mound, who's pitched extremely well as Boyd. I'm not sure what the latest update. I believe it was 2-1 at one point, but
2-1 now.
2-1 now. So a little bit late getting that pick in. So we're not going to talk about that. So we're heading over to the late game, which is the New York Mets hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers, in what I would say a must-win situation for the Mets. They got blown out last night, 8-0. We actually did have the over 7, so a late rally for the Dodgers actually got us up and over that total of 7.5. But we're looking at a couple different props here and totals on this specific game. Again, interesting matchup at the Yamamoto heading to against Quintana as the matchup. The Mets haven't been able to score in the last game. I think it's another shutout for the Dodgers, which seems to be happening quite regularly. So, Ringer Jr., what do you like in this one?
In this one, I do like Quintana over 3.5 Ks. He's got this in all of his last 6. He did play the Dodgers earlier in this year. He only had 3 strikeouts, but I do see him coming to play at home, probably going 4 innings. He does have 1 K per inning in the postseason. He's pitched amazing in the postseason. I do see him getting 3.5. I just think this number is a little too low, even though Dodgers offense is strong. Freddie Freeman is out. So I do like this over 3.5 Ks. I'm going to take that as a 3% play as well.
Yeah, he's one of the Mets' best pitchers. He's pitching from the left-hand side, so it should be interesting to see how everyone matches up to him tonight. They need to get some good quality starts from the pitchers, so they don't have to go into the bullpen early. He might even get into 5 or 6 innings, and if he does, then he should be able to get up and over that total quite easily. I'm looking at a total here. I'm looking at under 7. It's a short number. It's only sitting at 7. I do like the under in this specific game. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers, Yamamoto pitched extremely well. His last two starts, I know he only went 2 in the first time, and then pitched well the last time he pitched as well in the playoffs so far. He's building up his strength coming off the DL, and he's got some nasty, nasty stuff that I think he'll be able to hold the Mets back on. The Mets haven't been able to score runs. I think Quintana is going to be able to hold the Dodgers in check. I think it's a must-win situation for the Mets, so I think they're going to the defense is going to show up, the pitching is going to show up. Hopefully, the Mets can get a couple runs early to get a lead, keep Quintana in a couple extra innings, and keep this game short to the number 7 number that I believe is going to stay under the total. It would have gone under last night outside of a late run that came in for the Dodgers. I can't see this being more than a 3-2 game, 4-3 best, which would be a push, but I still think, or 4-2, I still think it's going to be 3-1, 3-2 type of game. Lots of pressure on the Mets to win tonight. So give me under 7, under the total of 7 in tonight's playoff game. Again, just taking that as a 3% play. Pretty light night. Nothing really jumps out at us. No 4% or 5% plays tonight. Everything is pretty low volume and low percentage. It's more for entertainment. It's more for you guys to watch. So hopefully you like our picks. If you do, please like and subscribe. Give us that like button. Check out the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, you'll see this video posted on Twitter as well, Colin Ring 12. Have a great Thursday night. Stay tuned for our Twitter picks at Colin Ring 12 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if we're not able to record tomorrow morning before we hit the road. So have a wonderful night and good luck. Like them and catch them.